Good morning, everyone. My name is Delaxian, and welcome to the SPML Season 6 Midseason Conference. We're halfway through the season, and as you guys know, bad news, and spoiler alert, if you haven't watched any of my videos, which you should watch. But we are 0-4. I am not happy with the team, and we have made some big changes around here. So, of course, I have consulted with Tyreek, and I've consulted with other people. I've consulted with myself, and I've consulted with, the other big bosses. And I figured, well, it's time to make lots of team changes. Now, I typically do not make team changes, like member changes at all. For example, Season 5, I've only made 2 changes to my Season 5 team. Arachnid, which basically Gudra has a better typing, and then Skarmory, I wanted electric resistant Swampert was the deal. But even then in this season, Season 4, I had made no changes and we went 6-2, very good season for me. And then even in Season 3, when I did not know what I was doing, I still made only 4 changes. That's because I made a Raincore, Pelipper, Kingdra, and Alolan Raichu, which, helped me out in the last few matches. But after, going after that, I have debated on a lot of these members. I went back and forth, but I think right now we've made some positive changes for us. Now, let's start off with the members that have made the cut, that are still here. So we're starting off with Tsundere. Let's just say, if there was a better psychic type, like there's only, so Mega Gallade was on the board. I was debating on taking that, but I think the Tsundere being psychic, a special psychic type, was just a bit better for us. And especially if honestly, if we ever get the Snowball, it's going to be good. But everyone preps for it, so it's a little annoying. But that's fine. Tsundere still on the team. Second off, Gaius is still on the team. Extreme Speed is still like a really, really good move. Ignore week 1, me not bringing it. But overall, it's just super, super good. It could run special like we did in week 4. Or it could just run physical, one choice band. It runs a lot of things. The only thing that's holding it back is its 80 speed, but honestly, multi-scale helps it out live longer. Next up, Almafellas. Now, I have barely brought these guys. However, just Population Bomb is just such a good move. It's I can't get rid of it. And also, Tidy Up is just a really good way of removing hazards. And Almafellas is still one of our Terra Graftions, keeping our Terras of Normal, Fire, and Ghost, though there is a possible Terra type that I might change in the near future based on our specific opponent. But I haven't thought about that. But anyway, it's still really good, really, really fast. Our fastest mod at base 111, outspeeding the base 110 guys, which, there's a lot of them. So it's really nice to have. And Goodbye Despair has also made the team. Obviously, Dark Poison is really good. And if I did not take Quillfish or Sui, I think Overqwil would still take its place. This is just very, very strong. Even if it's defensive, Dark Poison is still really good. Painful Spikes. It could also run Poison Point or Swift Swim if we had rain. We don't. Anyway, Sticky's also on the team. Now this guy also we debated on getting rid of, but Grassy Surge, Grassy Terrain's really good, especially with Woodhammer. And if you want a choice band, then Woodhammer, nothing is really gonna switch in. Though it is really, really weak, and even within a Violite, it might not really help as much. But again, Grassy Glide with on terrain with priority is super good, and I'm a big fan of that. Rolling Thunder has to stay, 100% has to stay. It's our best Steel type. It's a best ground type. And it's our best hazard setter. It does a lot for our team. It's getting overworked, so hopefully it can catch a break in the near future when I don't have to bring it. And finally, Flag Day stays on the team. Fairy typing is just really good. Getting those immense wishes is nice to have. And then also Hyper Voice, Pixelate's really, really good. It's set up screens. I haven't done that yet. I haven't run any sweeper sets. Because, basically, Fairy hasn't really been a great type into our opponents so far, even though it's, objectively one of the best types in the game. So that's it. Those are the 7 members that have stayed. So basically, if a Mon has not been named, they're off the team. Starting off with, Mrs. Doubtfire has been kicked from the team. Now, I've had disdain for this Pokemon. It was a sack for 2 games and got 1 shot in the other ones. So overall, it hasn't really been helping us a lot. Now, I just wish it wasn't like getting 1 shot every time. Obviously, I can't. If hazards weren't a thing, I would just want to focus Ash on this thing like every single time. So I'm sick of it getting 1 shot or sick doing absolutely nothing. Even in the game where it was supposed to do good, it just died, which is ridiculous. So, and also that psychic typing doesn't really help us out a lot. Next, Pump. Now, I've used Pump, like, I've used it in, like, other battles, like, just mock battles. I haven't really had a lot of success with it, and I don't want to bring us down. Now, Unburden, initially Unburden was really helpful, especially with terrain, but when you have 2 tier 5 Pokemon on one team, you're not really helping yourself out, and I did not think about that. Now, obviously, I wish I could use Flare Boost, because I think this is a very underrated ability, but I wasn't a big fan. Now, we are losing out on a lot of utility with this guy, with Will-O-Wisp and Thunder Wave. And finally, this one hurts so much, because Bullet Train has done a lot for us, but with the specific bonds that I'm picking up, Bullet Train just overlaps into what it's supposed to do. Now it has Intimidate, but so does Overquill. Now, I wish that we could have 11 Pokemon, because Bullet Train, absolutely our best player. Now, they may come back depending on how well our other Mons, fare. But overall, I wish we could have this back. So currently, I picked up these guys last. This is our Fire, Water, Grass core. Part of our Fire, Water, Grass core. Bullet Train, part of our Fire, Water, Grass core. Also a Fighting type, also a Water type, and then also a Ghost type for Pump. So what the heck are we gonna do? Well, before we actually have team members, I have made a 1-week deal for a week 5 matchup. Spoiler alert. Liberty, the Bronzong, is just really good into our week 5 opponent's team. Getting up screens is really good. Also, having the ability to set up Stealth Rock is nice, and then obviously having a base speed of like 0. Gyro Ball just goes super good. It goes very, very crazy. Also, Levitate's nice. Also, this is the one Pokemon that resists flying type attacks, resists ice attacks, and resists ground attacks. The 3 types that we are weak to. But I found out that this plays very, very similar to our boy Rolling Thunder. So we're just only using it for the first week, just because it's immune to ground and also immune to normal type moves. So anyway, Liberty, I do appreciate you joining the team, but it's a 1-week deal, like we said. So now we have our real members, who are 3 members going to replace the team. And I've gotten commissions from the 3 Pokemon that have replaced us. So, first off, Bullet Train has basically went to the stop. It stopped and it's gone to its station, aka Seattle Station, the Politoed, our rain setter. Politoed was just dropped by Brannick Gen 3, and therefore I really, really wanted it badly. Unfortunately, it got picked up, but now that it's available, I picked it up instantly. I mean, it's just super bulky. I mean, you can get up multiple. You can bring it in, get drizzle off, come out. It's super good. Not as good as Pelipper, though. It doesn't have the reliable recovery. I mean, all it has is rest. You can run Resto Chesto. However, with the Damn Proxy and more rain turns, and especially it's one of the few Pokemon water types that gets Scald naturally, because this move got gutted in Gen 9. Even though this is not Dex, but actually I don't know if it gets Scald in Gen 9, but it gets Scald. I love Scald. I love getting that 33% chance to burn when it's 50% on me or the other opponent, right? But it also has a lot of great utility. I mean, Encore, that's its main thing, right? Encore. However, it does have a mode where you can just roll full Parasong stuff, kill big, annoying walls. I wish I had this in the last match. That would have been really helpful. Unfortunately, we didn't have that. The Whirlpool Parasong very, very fun. Just take out walls and make sure nothing, you're not walled out. Haze is also an idea. I mean, it also gets ice coverage, stronger water moves than just Scald like Hydro Pump, but of course. Also gets Toxic, but I mean, so does everything in that dex. So, welcome to Team Seattle Station. Bring the rain down. And now that we have rain, we need something to take advantage of it. Yes, we do have Overquill with Swift Swim. Now, Bullet Train would have been nice, but there's an ability that is much better in rain, aka Swift Swim. And there was one Swift Swim Pokemon I'm surprised that was still on the board. And as a Ghost type, Pump the Drifblim has said, hey, this is a pretty nice Pokemon to have. Anyway, welcome to the team. Get Swifty, the Basculegion. Now, I did not pick up regular Basculegion. I picked up a female Basculegion because we are severely behind on special attacks. Now, while Basculegion male is probably better, gets more coverage and more options like Wave Crash, Flip Turn, Second Fang's Head Smash. Basculegion female is just so much better. It gets Shadow Ball, which is a Ghost type move that we really, really like to have. We like Shadow Ball. The only physical Ghost move that Basculegion male gets, well, both get the same moveset, but Phantom Force, and I'm not running Power or Phantom Force just for one hit. I would do that on Drifblim because it activates on Burn, and this doesn't really do anything. With Swift Swim, I mean, Shadow Ball, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, those are basically your three moves you're going to be pressing a lot. Mainly Hydro Pump and probably Shadow Ball too, just because Shadow Ball is just a very spammable move. And then obviously still gets Slip Turn, so nice momentum. And we don't need, these guys don't rely on rain. There's some rain trippers that just rely on rain. Adaptability, I mean, you could just, instead of a 1.5 times boost, you get 2 times on stab, and that's really good. Like, too good. Like, if I don't need the speed, I can also just run, I don't know, instead of maybe Flip Turn, you could run Agility, right? Adaptability, and I don't know, I guess Life Orb. And then boom. That's an idea. I don't know, I haven't thought of any ideas, but I think that I may swap between these guys depending on the matchup. Obviously, they will count towards transactions, but I think that Basculegion female is much better. So, get Swifty on the team. And now we are down to 1 point. Or 2 points. And instead of spending it on a 2-point Mon, we spent it on the 1-point Mon, so we can use Terra. And we did not use it on our last guy. I'll tell you who our Terra captain is later. Anyway, our final member to help with the rain. Remember when I said I had a Rain Core Swift Swimmer? Now we have an Electric type. Our 1-point Electric type, Sleek the Electric. Now, this guy being 1 point was just absurd to me, because I think that this is, really, really good. First off, it's an electric type, so they're weak to ground. But with Levitate, you're not weak to ground. You're actually immune, which means that that means Electric Sleek has no weakness. So that's nice to know. Obviously, Mold Breaker will say something about that. Anyway, this could be one physical or special. I mean, Discharge, Wild Charge, I mean, you can basically pick. I mean, its attacks aren't really great. But the reason we pick this is with its utility. I mean, it gets Knockoff and it gets U-Turn. I mean, those are basically two things that I really, really need. Knockoff helps them move items, U-Turn with momentum. Unfortunately, does not get spikes, does not get any hazards. So we're still running low on hazards, but honestly, most matches I've not found the time to set up hazards. So it really hasn't been, it's not a problem to us. And also, you just run in a Violite, which means you're just bulkier. So, Electros would have been nice, but I think with the 1-point Electric is really, really good. And because it's just already, has no weakness, there's no reason to just Terra it, right? So, we have 1 point, which means we can Terra a 1-point guy. And the only other 1-point guy we have... also, welcome to the Team Electric. Sleep the Electric. Anyway, our 1-pointer that we're terrestrializing is Sticky. Sticky is now finally going to be able to Terra, which means Terra Grass. I mean, if Grass is going to be good in the matchup, this guy's coming. I mean, Wood Hammer is annoying. Grass Glide is crazy. Of course, this is when I don't want to Terra all my fellas, or I, just don't bring them in general. And now we get 2 other Terra types. The first one that I decided on was Dark. Now, this is just so we don't get Prankster, Thunderwave, Prankster, Will-O-Wisp. I mean, that's just annoying. Also, hey, stronger knockoffs are very good. I think that's our issue. Now, of course, Rolling Thunder's knockoff is good, but I don't typically run it. On this guy, I mean, I'm here more to just... It's more of an attacker. It's not really more of a... great. Also, it's not stab, so it's, not as strong. This guy, at least with, Dark Knockoff, it's good, and then, it helps take on those ghost types that will, hurt us in the long run. Yeah, that's it for Dark type. And then the final type, now, Grass is, bad. I mean, it's weak to, Fire. It's weak to Bug. It's weak to Flying. It's weak to Ice. And it's weak to Poison. So what type beats all 5? Well, beats 4 out of the 5, Terra Rock. Terra Rock, Terra Blast is just super good. I debated on using Terra on Bullet Train just to run Terra Rock, so I could just run Terra Blast. But Terra Rock is just so good. It takes out the bug it takes out basically the flying types that are annoying us. It takes out the ice types that are annoying us. Poison isn't really an issue when we have a steel type in Iron. In our Rolling Thunder Iron threads. Now, I was debating on Rock, I was also debating on Fire, so we can hit Steel types without Grass moves, because Grass moves are, not really good, but we have Rain, so Fire really wouldn't help us. And we don't really need Terra Fighting, because we have moves in Drain Punch, we have Hammer Arm, we have Low Kick, we have all those fighting moves. I mean, Terra Ice is also a thing, but Terra, I don't want to Terra Ice. I mean, the only thing I want to Terra Ice is my Electric type, and I don't want to Terra Sleep. So, yep, that's the conference. So basically, our new team: Tsundere, Gaius, all my fellas, Goodbye Despair, Sticky, Rolling Thunder, Flag Day, Seattle Station, Get Swifty, and Sleek. With Liberty being a one-time deal for Week 5. So hey, if you guys like Bronzong, tune into Week 5 matchup, and I'll make sure that all the matches are done, because not all the matches are done for great, and most of the matches are done with Week 5 because a lot of people did it early, even though this is a break week. So hey, that's helpful for me. So like, comment, subscribe, and all of that, and I'll see you guys in the next battle.